It's your girl August. This is Winston and it is a very large rump. Why are you on the edge of the bed, honey? There you go. Let's hide your rump from the people. This is Cozy Rosie Reads. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to a new reading vlog. Funny story. I filmed this whole weekend. It is actually currently Tuesday night, 8 p.m. I was filming throughout the entire weekend and I was reading Lempriere's Dictionary by Lawrence Norfolk, and I literally just finished a big long spiel about how I am DNFing this for now. I might revisit it. Language is beautiful. There is nothing wrong with this book. It's just really thick and dense. It took me half an hour to read 10 pages, and I've read so many classics already this year. Earlier this month, I finished Middlemarch. I'm just like, I cannot vibe with this right now. I love the atmosphere, I love what it's doing, but like now it's not the time. I am not okay. So instead of me like trying so hard to slog through this book for a vlog, I'm just starting a new vlog instead, because I don't want to make you all have to like endure a vlog where I'm talking about, oh, I only read 2 pages today, and then just showed like clips of my random life. Like I would rather talk about literature than just showing my everyday life. Not that my everyday life is boring or I don't think it's enjoyable or entertaining, but like I'm here for books, so let's like talk about hopefully a good book, or like let's start a vlog. So typically I don't vlog Wednesdays through Fridays because that's when I work my part-time job, but you know what, I'm saying screw it because I still want to come out with vlog content. I still want to talk about books, but this weekend was just like not it for me for reading. So let's start fresh. We're doing a clean slate. We're gonna start fresh. We're gonna pick a new prompt for my February TBR because I do have some books left on my February TBR jar challenge. I have 4 books left. I got like 5 pages into each to see how I was vibing. And I'm not, unfortunately. I feel like those are books that would maybe be better for me in the spring or summer, just because I'm a very freakishly seasonal person. Like books just have like an atmosphere or vibe that like I really need to connect with. There are books that are just like designated for spring or summer for me, and if that's the vibe they're giving off within the first 5 pages, I'm sorry. We're just gonna start fresh because I feel like that's the energy I need right now, is just like, let's have a clean slate. So I hope you all are doing well. That's my really long vlog intro as to like what's happening. Why am I doing this? That's why. So thank you so much for being here. There's so many new faces on here. I think I have gained like 100 new subscribers just in the past like 24 hours. So thank you so incredibly much. Thank you. Thank you. It's just amazing. I'm so happy with this community we have here, and it just like warms my heart so incredibly much. If you're new here and you haven't seen any of my like monthly TBR jar prompts, I have a whole playlist to my TBRs. This is a jar full of just a bunch of prompts and challenges for myself to pick my next read. So we're just gonna do this right now for one prompt and see, because my shelves are overflowing with wonderful literature. At least I'm hoping they're wonderful. So let's go ahead and pick one. Here we go. What do we have? What do we have? We have the letter G. So I need to find a book that's title starts with the letter G. BRB. Woohoo! I have so many books that start with the letter G, so I'm going to show all of them to you, but I already know what I'm going to pick. But just for shits and giggles, let's go ahead and show them off, because they all, I hope, are wonderful, and that's why I picked them up. First we have Galatea 2.2 by Richard Powers. Stunning cover, but very intellectual, very literary fiction, little sci-fi vibes. Not in the mood, but this cover is stunning. Then we have The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue by Mackenzie Lee. This is way more of a summer book. This is a summer spring romp. I don't know, I found it in a little free library in my Thrift With Me video, so still have not read this. I feel like it would be such a good summer book, just for fun, you know, a romp. Then we have The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. So cute. Definitely not feeling this right now, but I'm very excited to read it. Like children's YA fantasy. Super stoked. And we have The Glass Menagerie by Tennessee Williams. So many of these books were featured in my most recent winter book haul, so I'll link that video down below too, but definitely not feeling a play. I'm already feeling a little like overstimulated with like intellectual work and a lot of classics, and I just don't really want to read classics right now. So This is a no-go. Then we have, I don't think I've talked about this one on this channel at all, we have Go Ask Alice. This is the really rad like 50th anniversary edition. It's kind of like this cloth paperback. It's very cool. It's very well known. Not in the mood. I feel like it's gonna be too dark for what I'm feeling at the moment. So this is gonna be a no for now. Then we have Green Cane and Juicy Flotsam, short stories by Caribbean women. This is obviously a spring or summer book, and it's a short story collection. I am so excited for this one, such a cool find, but even this cover, same with the Gentleman's Guide, like spring summer vibes for sure. If you hear background noise right now, it's so loud. My partner is watching Supernatural right now, so it's like, I'm just hearing a lot of like screaming right now. It's very loud. Then we have The Guest Cat by Takashi Haradi. This is a really cute small Japanese fiction of a cat, and it's translated. I feel like it'd be really cute, but it could make me cry. I'm not really feeling it. It is short, but not 100% what I'm feeling. And then the winner, my friends, the winner is gonna be Girl to Girl by Julianne Peters. This is a short story collection. It's more modern, more contemporary, and it follows teenagers coming of age, short stories about them finding their sexual identity and what they go through. This sounds like the perfect read for me right now. I feel like I just need something a little bit, not that this is light, I'm sure there's gonna be some difficult topics in there. It just kind of feels like what I need. I feel like I need like a feminist perspective. So much of what I read this month just felt like a lot of dude work, like white dude literature, and I just would like some different perspective, and I would like a feminist thing. I do believe that this has a lot to do with the LGBTQ plus community. So I just feel like, yeah, I love reading stories about teenagers and coming of age. Like some of my favorite like shows of all time follow teenagers, or just like people coming of age, or like female friendships. I feel like my heart and soul needs this, so we're gonna start this, and I feel like I could definitely finish it in a vlog. So yay, we're doing things, we're starting a vlog, we're trying something new with vlogging on days that I don't typically vlog on, but maybe I'll give you a little bit more of an insight as to like what the rest of my week looks like, because when I normally film, I don't know why I'm still holding this book, normally when I film Saturday through Tuesday, and typically with my line of work, I'm a professional photographer, I typically work Saturdays and Sundays, like I'm out shooting or I'm actively editing, have galleries that are due on Saturdays and Sundays. And then Monday and Tuesday is like more like my weekend. I usually get to do a little bit more fun things. So with this vlog, I'm gonna just like take you to like my real life. How about that? I take you to my real life. I work from home with my part-time job as a contractor for a medical group. So yeah, I work with like hospitals, doctors, physicians, all that fun stuff. So I will take you all along behind the scenes with me on that. You know, I work from home, so you'll all just see me like hanging out in my PJs, reading on my lunch break, and being like a normal work week vlog as a human. I don't know what this is gonna bring, but we're just gonna try something new because I never film on Wednesdays through Fridays. But we're gonna read Girl to Girl. We're gonna start it tonight, but we shall see what the week will bring. But that is currently what I'm reading, and just starting fresh with a new vlog, my friends. So I hope you all are doing really well. I hope you can get cozy. I hope you enjoy the different pace of this vlog. I don't really know what it's gonna look like, but I think we're here, right? We're here, we're gonna try something new. I would love to hear your thoughts on it. And yeah, I hope you all are doing really well, and I'll check in with you all tomorrow. Hello friends, it's Wednesday. My laptop sounds like it's gonna blast into space. I'm at my desk. It is cold. I'm in a hoodie. I got my heated blanket on my lap. Water bottle. These are the essentials. I've already filled out an entire page of notes for work today. Gotta start a new fresh page. And it's been like on and off busy today, so I'm able to check in with you all before my lunch. So last night I got pretty far, and this morning into Girl to Girl. I'm almost halfway through, and I am really enjoying this collection of short stories a lot. It is all about teenage girls finding their sexuality and kind of either coming to the realization that they're gay or queer, and yeah, it just all takes place in high schools, and I'm really enjoying it. There was one in here that I absolutely loved because the last line was like and I just love when there's like a little twist to things, and that one was called Outside Inside. Really liked that one just because it was, the last sentence made you like think and want to reread the whole story from the perspective that the last line left you on. Really good. I'm really enjoying it. It's exactly what I needed, just something a little bit more teenagery, a little bit easier to read, but we'll see how the rest of it goes. I am enjoying it. So in other news, I'm going to be taking my lunch break soon, and I'll probably read or watch a show. I have a full hour for my lunch break and heat up some leftovers. And then tonight, my partner and I are doing date night tonight, which is really fun, and we're actually going to leave the house. We're such homebodies that when we have date night, like we usually just get like pizza or takeout and watch a movie or a show. But I have convinced Alec to go to Build-A-Bear at a mall. So we're gonna go to the mall, maybe have some food court food after work, and do Build-A-Bear. I'm so excited just to like leave the house and like go to Build-A-Bear. I haven't been there since I was probably like my 10th birthday or something. Like, it's been so long. That used to be the place like my parents would take me only for my birthday to this like, we call it the fancy mall because it's a little bit further out and it has a carousel inside of it, and like we're gonna go to the fancy mall and go to Build-A-Bear, and I'm just so excited. I'm like, am I 26 years old or am I 11? It's fine. I'm really excited. So we're gonna do a date night. That's my little check-in for now. Still at work, and in half an hour I'm gonna take my lunch break. So until then I'll probably just listen to my audiobook and do some clerical stuff. So hope you all are well. The power. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. But like, yeah, like just for that reason. But yeah, it'll be interesting to find out the reason. What do we want to do here? Yeah. We can definitely check that out. Cool. Yeah, that sounds good. morning, friends. It is 7 a.m. Winnie just woke up with me. 7 a.m. on my work day. It's Thursday. Got some coffee. This morning at 5 a.m. when I randomly woke up super early, I finished Girly Girl. I had about 4 pages left before I fell asleep last night, so I just finished it. And wow, there are a lot of content warnings, friends. There were 2 stories in particular. I can't remember their names now. Let me see if I can figure it out. Stone Cold Butch and Boy are really very traumatic and very heavy and made me feel so uncomfortable because there are themes of incest and sexual abuse and assault and rape and all the bad things, and it was just really difficult to read. I don't know why I'm so close to the camera. I really enjoyed the short story collection. It was just like, it felt like high school, and then going to the mall yesterday just made me like really reminisce on like being a teenager. And I even asked my partner over dinner, like, if you were a teenager again, like, is there anything you would do differently? Just because this really put me in the headspace of being a teenager, because everything in here feels so dire. And that's what being a teenager feels like, is like, if your heart is broken, you feel like you're never gonna heal. When you're infatuated with somebody, that's all you can think about. And if they don't like you back, it's the end of the world. Things just feel really time sensitive and heavy, and hormones are just like so strong. So it's like really put me in the headspace of like being a teenager and reminiscing on that. So overall, I enjoyed it. I feel like the one thing I really did not enjoy about this short story collection though is that while we did get a lot of different people, they all felt the same to me just because of the writing style. So each short story is about a teenager, either they're a female or maybe they're born female, and they start developing romantic feelings for another female or a person who identifies as female. I think if the writing style changed for each story, it might feel like it's written from different perspectives, but unfortunately each story in here just had the same writing style, and so it just felt like we were really in these characters' heads, but they all sounded the same to me. Does that make sense? Like, because of the way the writing style was, where it's like very urgent, very dire, a lot of like very fragmented short sentences, a lot of anger, it just kind of felt like everyone was the same, which I mean could conceptually be what the author is going for, where like everyone, even if you're going through different things, we have similar feelings and thoughts. But I would have enjoyed if like the writing style changed a little bit more in between these characters. If maybe one was like, I don't know, maybe like a more identifying way of talking, because I feel like everyone I know talks in a different way or thinks in a different way. So to have the writing style be like not change between these stories was the only thing that I was like, I think I would have enjoyed this a little bit more if each one felt like a standalone story because of its writing style and not just because of its characters and plot. But overall, really strong collection. I really enjoyed this, and I feel like it's exactly what I needed. So yeah, we finished another book, and I'm really happy about it. And I was thinking, like, I totally didn't realize that next week is the start of March already. There's no way I would have been able to finish Lempriere's dictionary based on like how slow I was reading it. So I'm really happy that I decided to DNF it for now and just read some other books on my shelves. And I think that in making this vlog, this kind of like working week vlog, a little bit more focused on tinies, like just short books, would actually be so good for my soul, because as I talked about in my book haul video, I have a fondness for tinies, like short books. I feel like they packed a punch. I enjoy them so much. I love the reading experience of short books. And it's not just because of that sense of accomplishment of like you can read a book in one day, but like, I don't know, I feel like there's just more to process and almost talk about rather than like a really big book where things are really drawn out. So we are gonna pick another book with my TBR jar challenge here and hopefully find another tiny on my shelves, because I have a lot of tinies. But first off, let's chat about last night. So my partner and I did go to the fancy mall. Also, I did just wake up and have not brushed my hair, so this is just what happens first thing in the morning, what I look like. We did go to the fancy mall and we went to Build-A-Bear. So we fell in love with a bear there, but they didn't have his like skin. So at like Build-A-Bear, if you've never been, you go, you pick out a bear, and then you just grab like the outer shell of it, like the skin of the bear, and then they stuff it in front of you, and then you get to like have a little heart and you make a wish on the heart, and then you go and like register its name and it's like date of birth, and basically kind of like make it a birth certificate while you're there, and then you go pick out its clothes, and it's so cute. But we fell in love with a bear, but it was all sold out, and we were really sad about it, and we were debating just like doing a different bear, but we really liked the one that we both were like, this is the bear. So we're gonna have to go back and make our bear intentionally. We really wanted to get that one. So we ate in the food court, we played Jurassic Park, we went in a photo booth, and I felt like a teenager. It was so much fun. Like, my partner and I started dating when we were teenagers, so it was just like a lot of fun. So that was my night last night. It was a great time. I do have to work from 8 to 5 today, my part-time job, and then afterwards I really need to go grocery shopping, which is not fun for me. I don't like grocery shopping, especially after work when I'm like, don't want to do anything else. But I really need to go grocery shopping, so that's what we're gonna do today, and then I plan on just relaxing and reading for the rest of the night. So let's figure out what we're gonna be reading. Okay, let's pick a new prompt. I would love a tiny book. G did us so well. Let's see. Author's first name letter generator. That means I have to pull out my laptop or my phone and do a letter generator, and then that has to be the author's first name. Did I read that right? Yeah, first name. The letter has to start the author's first name. Okay. Okay, I didn't spend a whole lot of time digging through my shelves, and I only found 2 books with authors whose names begin with D, and both are books that were featured in my winter book haul. Same with Girl to Girl, so that's awesome. I'm getting to these books that I most recently picked up. So first we have True Tangerine by Daisy Montego. This is another short story collection, so I'm not going to read it just because I just finished a short story collection. But one of you commented on my book haul saying that this would be so fun to read in a month where there are 31 days, because there are 31 short stories. And since it has coffee on the cover, drink my coffee while reading the short story every morning of that month, and then letting you all know my thoughts on it. And I thought that was the cutest idea I've ever heard in my life. Thank you so much. It's adorable. So this is gonna be a pass. 1, because I just finished a short story, and 2, I think that would be such a great idea to have like coffee with you all every morning and to tell you about the short story in here, because they are pretty short. Each short story is only like 2 to 5 pages, it looks like. So I'm gonna pass on this for now, which means, based on my very quick overview of my shelves, the only other book is The Body Artist by DeLillo. I'm so excited for this book. This is very vague, confusing, stunning cover, but it is a very bizarre book. When I started reading it, it's very beautifully written, published in 2001, and it follows a woman who is an artist, and her work defies the limits of the body, and she lives on a lonely coast in a rambling rented house where she encounters a strange ageless man, a man with uncanny knowledge of her own life, and then together they begin a journey into the wilderness of time, love, and human perception. This is like the perfect tiny, where it's like vague, and I love books like this, so hopefully it doesn't disappoint me, but I just love, like, give me the bizarre, surreal, the very nuanced, the subtle, the ambiguous, the unique. I'm here for it. I'm really excited. This is what I'm gonna read next. Way to go, TBR jar. Right, so I'm going to finish drinking my coffee and do my like journal planner for the morning, and then I have to hop into work and hopefully read on my lunch break. So I'll check in with you all a little bit later today. I am working on the floor because I don't have a desk. I just work at my vanity and it's just a stool, so I have no back support. So when I'm feeling like my back is really, really hurting, I just sit on the floor against my bed because I don't have a freaking desk. Tiny apartment living, okay? So it is a little bit after 4. I'm gonna be wrapping up my workday soon and I'm exhausted. I actually got to run an errand for work today, which is like really, really rare that I get to do that. And it was a really fun errand. So it was good. I'm like debating saying like what I do for work on here, but basically I'm like a personal assistant to very high up people. That's basically it. But I'm like a virtual assistant for like 3,000 people. So that's my part-time job. I love it. I think it's a really cool part-time job. I work with an awesome team of women and it's just like a pretty stellar job. But I actually got like dressed today. I never get dressed, and I got to put on makeup and run errands for somebody who needed errands done today. I don't remember the last time I've done that, but like now I'm exhausted. I drove all over town today, but because I was running errands, I was just like, I called in my office and I was like, hey, like I'm just gonna take my lunch break now without hopping back on to work. And I just got takeout, I got fast food because I was like starving because I didn't get done with those errands. I started at like 10:45 and I didn't get done until like right after 1 o'clock. So I was really, really hungry. Came home, scarfed my food, and started watching Inventing Anna, which is funny because I actually have a book called The Invention of Anna by Michael Rosengard. Not about the like fake celebrity woman. The show on Netflix that's like pretty big right now. But I just started watching it just on my lunch break because I just needed to zone out and I feel exhausted now. So that being said, I am not doing grocery shopping today. I'm just gonna walk to my like local drugstore. Thankfully, there are several drugstores near me, so the perks, I guess, of living downtown. One day I would love to not live downtown. I would love to live in a quaint country home out in the middle of nowhere surrounded by farmland. But for now, it's nice that there are several drugstores near me and I can just walk over quickly and get what I need, which is like coffee, tortilla chips. I need a new candle. Mine is burnt out. It's starting to smell like the wick is just smelling like burnt. So I'm gonna treat myself to a new candle today. So I'm gonna walk over when work is done and then just change into cozies, make dinner, maybe watch and finish my first episode of Inventing Anna. I think that's the name of the show. And then I'm gonna start reading. It's gonna be great. And then tomorrow night, I think my partner has some plans with a friend, so I'm gonna have another night to myself. Yay! So that's what I'm gonna be doing tonight. Home alone. It's gonna be great. Same with tomorrow night. He might be here, but he just might not be hanging out with me. I think he's playing a video game with a friend online. Like they've like scheduled it in advance, which I think is really cute. So yeah, I'm just gonna be like hanging out, hopefully finishing another book by the end of this vlog. So that's my check-in, my rambly check-in, because I'm tired and I feel like I just can't wait to like get into bed already. I feel lazy for saying that, but it's true. I just feel so like work takes it out of me, friends. Happy Thursday afternoon. It's sunny, but it's cold out, so I gotta bundle up when I go to the store. So, icky. Bye.
friends. It's Friday morning. I slept in until it's like almost 10:30 now. I feel great though about it. Like Fridays are so nice for me because I don't work at my part-time job until 1. I work 1 to 5 on Fridays. So I don't set an alarm on Friday mornings. I just kind of like let myself sleep in. So yeah, let's chat about last night and The Body Artist by DeLillo. So last night we had 3K on this channel, 3,000 subscribers, and I think now it's like 3.02. But thank you all so much, so much. Like I am in awe. I'm so shocked that there are so many people on this channel, and just thank you. I don't know a bigger word to say other than thank you. Like I've only been on BookTube for a year, and to see the amount of like not only just growth in myself with comfortability and posting vlogs and creating content that I genuinely love and enjoy, but also having the BookTube community is the most amazing thing. Like the BookTube community is the most welcoming, kind, thoughtful, lovely community I've ever been a part of in my entire life. So uplifting, so wonderful. So just thank you so much for being here. I really can't express it. And I posted, if you have any questions you'd like to ask me for a 3K Q&A, I posted like a little question box on my Instagram story as well as on my community page on YouTube. If you have any questions you want to ask, feel free. I did see several people ask about my part-time job, so hopefully this vlog will help explain a little bit more of what I do, but I'll give some more context probably in that 3K Q&A video, which I don't know when I'm gonna do that. There are so many questions, so thank you so much. You all are so sweet. So yeah, just thank you. I'm like really, really blown away. I just like never thought like it would get this big and continue to grow. I just kind of wanted to do it to share my love of underrated, thrifted books and stuff, and boom, here we are. A year later, 3,000 subscribers. So thank you so much. It's amazing. So let's talk now about The Body Artist by DeLillo because I am loving this book so far. I didn't get far until I fell asleep. I have to part with my coffee here to do this, but I got to page 19. I am loving the writing style of this so incredibly much. We open up with this couple. There's a man named Ray. I think that's his name, Ray. Oh my God, I don't even know. I don't know. Okay, so we open up with this. We don't know if they're a couple yet or what their relationship is, but it's a man and a woman in a kitchen making breakfast. And they're just like moving around this kitchen, like doing different tasks, sitting down, getting back up, and it just feels like very circular. It feels very familiar. So I wanted to read like a few passages because the woman, Lauren, is like rinsing off blueberries in her hand, and she's noticing how the water starts out clear, and then when it hits the bottom of the sink, it's opaque. And then she, like, this is just the writing style so far. It's just very like, for some reason I love it. Like I just love when writing is like this simple and it's just everyday ordinary life, but it just feels so like poetic and romantic to me. She reached into the near cabinet for a bowl and shook some cereal out of the box and then dropped the berries on top. She rubbed her hand dry on her jeans, feeling a sense somewhere of the color blue, runny and wan. Wan? Wayne? I'm questioning myself now. And then they share a fig. They split a fig in half and are eating it. And then he is talking about how he notices that there's a bad odor in the house. He said, "The noise is in the walls. Yes, you've read my mind." And she says, "It was one noise. It was one noise. And it wasn't in the walls." One noise. Okay, I haven't heard it lately. This is what I wanted to say. It's gone. Finished. End of conversation. True, except I heard it yesterday, I think. Then it's not gone. Good. I'm happy for you. It's an old house, there's always a noise, but this is different. Not those damn scampering animals we hear at night or the house settling. I don't know, she said, not wanting to sound concerned. Like there's something off. Like there's something. Good, I'm glad, he said. You need the company. It's just, like, the way they talk is, like, very staccato, very, like, but, and it's so, it feels, like, robotic, but it feels like they've had this conversation before. It feels cyclical. It feels familiar. Same with their breakfast scene, where they just, like, kind of, like, move around each other in this kitchen to make breakfast, and they're trying not to like interrupt the other person's morning routine, but then they do end up interrupting it, and then there's like a short little like, what? Like they'll just say like, what? And then the other person just doesn't respond. I don't know, I just really like it. I have no idea where it's going, but I'm loving the writing style. I love the simplicity of it. I love the minimalism of it, and how right now there is like no plot. We're just like thrown into this breakfast scene. I'm a huge fan. So there's a grand total of 124 pages in here. I would love to finish this tonight. So yeah, I'm really happy about this. I'm really enjoying it, like a lot. I want to read so many more books like this. I mean, I haven't read all of it yet, so hopefully I still enjoy it as much as I do now. But I want to read way more books like this where it's short, it's tiny, but for some reason it just like really latches onto my heart. And I just love tiny books so much. So I will be on the lookout for more wonderful tiny books because they really do warm my heart so much. So that's The Body Artist. And then today, I am going to be working at my sister's apartment because she actually works at the same part-time job that I do. And she works a full day on Fridays. I work 1 to 5. So in a few hours here, I'm going to go head over to her place and we're going to work together for the remainder of the day. Happy Friday. I'm happy it's Friday. And I will check in with you all later tonight. Thank you so much for 3K. Oh my God. It's so cool. But so weird, but so cool. Hey friends, it is 11:30 p.m. on Friday. There's a lot of background noise going on right now if you hear it. My partner's doing the dishes and I have a space heater on, so I apologize, but I spent my whole night reading and finishing The Body Artist. I loved this so much. I loved this so much. So much. Like, words are failing me right now. I stopped annotating by chapter 2 because I literally wanted to underline every single sentence, every single paragraph, every word I wanted to underline. It was such a brain bender. It was just beautiful and sad, and I felt myself get choked up so many different times. It's about loss and grief and time, parallel time, past, present, future, about art, about the body, about memory, mental health and well-being and psychology and
literally everything I love in one book. I loved it so much. I loved it so much. I don't know what else to say, but to kind of summarize the plot, quote unquote, because it's not really much of a plot, but it's about a couple named Lauren and Ray. But I'm going to talk about, like, I don't know if they are spoilers because they're just not in the dust jacket, but so skip if you do not want to hear this part. But by chapter 2, you do find out that Ray unalives himself, so there are some references to that. Be cautious going into it with content warnings and stuff, but he unalives himself, and Lauren decides to stay at their kind of country cabin home that they've been staying in. Her friends are trying to convince her to go back to New York, and she refuses. And then one day, while she's kind of going through this weird grieving completely alone in this house, she feels like she keeps sensing this presence in the house. She finds a man sitting on a bed, and it's really hard for her to describe his features, and the way he talks is almost foreign. It's all these like verbs and nouns, but there's no connecting words. He doesn't use like the word the or a or she or anything. It's very interesting the way he speaks. She tries to figure out where he came from and how long he's been in the house, because she believes at the beginning of the book that he's been in the house the whole time. So the reader is just trying to figure out, like, okay, is this a ghost in the house? Is this like a haunted house kind of thing? Is it all in her mind? Is she grieving? Or is it, as she kind of starts to believe, that he is maybe from like a psychiatric ward, or he's homeless and has just been like camping out in her house? And then he just starts to say things that her and Ray have said to each other in their relationship, in their exact tones. He's mimicking and imitating their exact conversations, and it brings back these feelings of loss and memory in her, of how much she misses Ray, and it makes her very confused and want to understand more. But it's hard to understand more because this man won't give a name, no information about himself. He's just regurgitating the same words that her and her partner use together in the same voices, in their voices. It's so interesting, and I loved it so much. It was about performance art and looping time. So even when I was talking in the very, very beginning, I'm so proud of my brain, honestly, about circular and cyclical, felt cyclical and circular and familiar, like they've been through this before. Y'all, I was like right there. I don't know how I picked that up in the first, like, few pages, but I love this. 5 stars. My favorite book I've read probably so far this year, as well as of February. I loved this so much. So 5 very easy stars. I was having a really hard time reading it though, because I kept thinking, like, I'm enjoying this so much, I want to slow down while reading it and I want to annotate it. But like I said, I would have been annotating every single passage, so this would be a great book to reread. But I kept thinking, like, no, I should stop reading for the night. I should stop reading. I should pick it up again tomorrow. But, like, I couldn't stop. I couldn't stop reading this. And I would love to reread it and color code highlighting it or something, because each passage and sentence had, like, a different meaning. And it was so beautifully written. And I want to read so much more by this author. Holy shit. I loved it so much. What a fantastic vlog. Honestly, I'm so happy with how this vlog went with tiny books and reading during a work week, because I'm so glad I was able to share this experience with you all. Like, I am just so incredibly happy right now with this book. But I also feel really sad. I feel sad that I finished it already. like in retrospect, I'm like, I should have stretched this out more. Made it like taffy, like stretch it, make it last longer, enjoy it more. But I enjoyed it so much, I just plowed through and just like couldn't stop reading it. So I loved it. It's bizarre, it's beautiful. I'm already thinking of books to compare it to for my February wrap up. So if you want a little sneak peek of what's already in my head, I would definitely say A Tale for the Time Being by Ruth Ozeki, Snow by Betsy Howie, my favorite book of last year, my favorite book of all time, and Come Madre. I'm forgetting the author's name on that one, but yeah, beautiful, bizarre, perfect book for me. Honestly, this and like Snow by Betsy Howie, like if any of you are interested in like my type of reading taste and what I look for in books, sorry, I'm really trying to fight over the sound of dishes being cleaned right now.
Pick up The Body Artist or Snow by Betsy Howie because it's 1000% my taste and everything I love. And they're both really tiny books. But that's exactly my style and taste. And I want to find way more books like this. So if you've read this and have any recommendations, please let me know because I'm in awe. I want to read so many more books and find more pieces of literature like this. And I can't believe I found it used. This is why I love thrifting and finding used books and picking up things I had never heard of. So that is it for me, friends. That is the end of this vlog. But tomorrow I'm starting a new vlog with a new book. I have to pick out what I'm going to read next. So stay tuned. Thank you all so incredibly much for being here. I would love to hear your thoughts on this vlog if you enjoyed the little working week, working from home, life adventures, all that kind of stuff. So just thank you so incredibly much. So happy with how this turned out and how this vlog went. I'm so happy. Thank you. And I can't wait to see you all again very soon for my next video. Stay cozy, my friends. Bye!